Good evening and welcome back to HPU All Access. I'm Cassandra Kreishner.
And I'm Alexa Beck. Today, Tuesday, November 7th, 2023 is General Election Day, and our home city of High Point, North Carolina has two current city councilmen racing against each other for the position of mayor. Democratic candidate Cyril Jefferson is a business owner and former educator. He has emphasized throughout his campaign that he wants to support small business and economic development within High Point. On his website, he stated that he had a role in creating Thrive High Point, an organization that supports businesses owned by minorities and women. Jefferson has also emphasized livability and public safety in his campaign. On his website, Jefferson states, quote, "High Point's legacy of triumphs and innovation has touched lives across the globe. We have not only preserved that legacy, but we've also embarked on a path of renewal to reinvigorate our city's core, fostering economic opportunities that enrich the lives of families like yours and mine, all while upholding the values that form the bedrock of our community," end quote. Republican candidate Victor Jones is a veteran and a business owner as well. Jones has also emphasized the importance of public safety and small business throughout his campaign. His website lists housing costs, youth mentorship, veteran assistance, taxes, transportation, diversity, and business as his campaign's main areas of focus. Jones has also discussed a new idea he has for a citywide town hall. He proposed they meet twice a year with all 6 wards involved. Victor states on his website, quote, "City Hall meetings are a venue for the citizens to visit the council, but town halls are more effective at bringing the council to the people. These are effective ways to build trust between the elected and the electorate, as well as provide clear and transparent two-way communication," end quote. It seems that safety is one of the biggest concerns in this year's election. Just a little over a month ago, a man was shot and killed in High Point following a kidnapping and home invasion. This is one of many instances of violence in the city over the last year. Although many news sources have reported an overall decrease in crime recently within High Point, the crime in the city is still a major concern for citizens. According to Fox 8, about 3,000 individuals have already voted in the High Point election by mail. We encourage the citizens of High Point who have not already voted in today's election to head to your polling station to cast your vote.
High Point was ablaze on Friday, November 4th. On the 100 block of Hartley Drive, a building was burning with what firefighters described as a 2 alarm, which required other departments to help respond with more pumps and ladder trucks. A total of 8 units were affected. The building was ruled a total loss. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Some sources speculate it was a second-floor chimney fire. The Red Cross has been called in to assist the 13 people that were displaced due to the blaze.
Well, even though temperatures took a steep drop last week, it looks like we're going to get a little bit of summer and fall at the same time for this week. With that, let's head over to Abby McRae for more on our upcoming weather for High Point. Abby?
Thanks, Alexa. Welcome back to this week's weather. I'm Abby McRae, giving you a look into this week's 7-day forecast. This week will start off pretty warm, as tomorrow we'll see sunny skies with a high of 75 and a low of 50. Thursday looks about the same with a high of 77 and a low of 55. On Friday, things will begin to cool down with cloudy skies that bring a high of only 58 and a low of 46. On Saturday, the sun will come back out and we'll have a high of 58 and a low of 40. Starting next week, we'll begin to see some rain. On Sunday, expect a high of 57 and a low of 39. Monday and Tuesday will warm up at about 10 degrees and with highs in the low 60s and temperatures getting down to about 40 degrees. Make sure to remember your umbrellas and your jackets and stay warm out there, Panthers. That's all for this week's weather. I'm Abby McRae. Coming up, Mitchell Blandel will be giving us the latest news in business and finance, and Will O'Brien is here with an update on some very important milestones. All Access will be right back. Stay with us.
Hello, my name is Marin Decker, and welcome to High Point University. We are ranked number 1 best regional college in the South for 11 consecutive years, number 1 most innovative regional college in the South for 8 consecutive years, and number 2 for best undergraduate teaching. HPU is also recognized for National Top 30 Learning Communities, National Top 30 Best First Year Experiences, and Best Value Schools from Regional Colleges South. Come schedule your tour today and visit our website at highpoint.edu. Hello, my name is Marin Decker and welcome to High Point University. We are ranked #1 Best Regional College in the South for 11 consecutive years, #1 Most Innovative Regional College in the South for 8 consecutive years, and #2 for Best Undergraduate Teaching. HPU is also recognized for National Top 30 Learning Communities, National Top 30 Best First Year Experiences, and Best Value Schools from Regional Colleges South. Come schedule your tour today and visit our website at highpoint.edu.
Hello, my name is Mitchell Blanda, and tonight I'll be bringing you the finance update. U.S. credit card debt in Q3 from July to September hit $1.08 trillion, an increase of $48 billion, or 4.6% from Q2. This is the highest credit card debt since data collection began in 2003. This is the 8th consecutive annual increase in U.S. credit card debt. Delinquency has risen to 3%, but is still below the average level of delinquency pre-COVID, which was 4.7%. The increased credit card debt shows Americans are relying more on credit than before due to heightened inflation rates. Epic Games entered into its second antitrust trial this week with Google over antitrust related to the Google Play Store. Google is currently also facing a DOJ case in Virginia over antitrust related to its data collection and online marketing, which may force Google into some type of divestment from its data marketing business. Epic Games recently laid off 16% of their workforce as the company has still been having financial issues. Epic recently admitted in court that the Epic Games Store was still not profitable 5 years after launch. Projections from Epic show that the losses by 2027 could be nearly $1 billion. This could damage their argument against Google and Apple, as they argue that 30% rate that both companies take is unfairly high. However, the Epic Games Store has been unable to make a profit with only 12%, leading to a favorable argument for both Apple and Google to use in court. Epic Games this week set a record for most players playing a game in a single day with the launch of Fortnite OG on Friday. Sunday saw 44.7 million players with over 102 million hours played in one day. This potentially boost to Epic's most popular game could help with Epic's revenue problems, as more players could boost sales for in-game cosmetics. Finally, the market barely finished up across the board today, with the Dow up 0.17%, the Nasdaq up 0.9%, and the S&P 500 up 0.28%. That's all for the business and finance this week. Now back to the desk, where Will O'Brien is standing by with the political update. Will?
Good evening, HPU. I'm Will O'Brien with your political update. Well, as hard as it is to believe, it has already been a year since we here at HPU Vision hosted the Decision 2022 Midterm Election Night Special. And I want to take this moment to thank my co-hosts from that night, Joe Moronsky, Riley Mannion, Shreya Rana, and Grant Hines, our dedicated directors Brooke Ruffin, Reese Harnett, Jake Drew, and everyone else on our staff that helped to make that production a reality. And we continue to wish all of our Vision alumni well as they are already pursuing their future endeavors. But with that being said, tonight also marks exactly 1 year until the 2024 U.S. presidential election, which is shaping up to be one of the most contentious in our nation's history, even from this far out. With our interests and the fate of the world hanging in the balance in Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan, and many other places, and despite some, like former Vice President Mike Pence, ending their campaigns early, a slew of Republican candidates have begun to position themselves to try to succeed President Biden, while Democrats look to defend their incumbent in the White House. But as of now, for all his legal troubles, the frontrunner, former President Donald Trump, appears to be the Republican that will be challenging Biden for a rematch. However, candidacies from third parties and even one from within President Biden's own party and Democratic Congressman Dean Phillips of Minnesota could alter the competition in ways we've never seen before. Recently, Phillips said that while he approves of the job President Biden has done in office, he believes that now is the right time for the next generation of political leaders to take over. But what will make this upcoming cycle even more intense is that there will be more than just the White House up for grabs. On Capitol Hill, Democrats are looking to win back the majority in a narrowly divided House, while in the Senate, Republicans will be looking to go on offense, trying to flip back the swing state seats of Arizona, Nevada, Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, Virginia, and Pennsylvania, while also trying to oust Democrat incumbents in states that former President Trump won easily, like Montana, Ohio, and West Virginia. As for tonight's elections, Democratic Governor Andy Beshear of Kentucky is taking on Republican State Attorney General Daniel Cameron, and Governor Tate Reeves of Mississippi is taking on Democrat Brandon Presley. It may all sound easy to do on paper, but the one thing you can count on in politics is to expect the unexpected, and we will continue to do just that. So I know it's still a year out. So much can happen in a year that we're not even thinking about, but from this far out, what is your overall take on what's going on between Biden, Trump, the candidacies, your expectations? Like, what is your overall analysis?
I think it's way too early to tell, honestly, between his legal troubles, everyone dropping out, Trump, it's 50-50 for everybody, honestly, from Trump to Biden to everybody. It's just too far out to tell.
A lot of people think that the country's going in the wrong direction, and it's still not a given that Trump will even be qualified to run for president in a year from now. Alexa?
I agree. I think the question of whether or not Trump can run is a major factor in the election overall. I think what Biden chooses to do in the situation with Ukraine will affect a lot of voters' decisions as well. So we're still waiting to see as that develops. There's a lot that could happen. It's too far out to really tell anything.
That'll do it for this political update. For all of your 2024 election news coverage, stay right here with us at HPU All Access. Coming back from the break, Jake Vesey is here with an update after a busy week in HPU sports, and Adriana Myers will give us the inside look at what's going on in Hollywood. All Access will be right back.
Welcome to the Premier Life Skills University.
Welcome to HPU. Hello, my name is Marin Decker, and welcome to High Point University. We are ranked #1 Best Regional College in the South for 11 consecutive years, #1 Most Innovative Regional College in the South for 8 consecutive years, and #2 for Best Undergraduate Teaching. HPU is also recognized for National Top 30 Learning Communities, National Top 30 Best First Year Experiences, and Best Value Schools from Regional Colleges South. Come schedule your tour today and visit our website at highpoint.edu.
Welcome into All Access Sports. I'm Jake Vesey. It's been another exciting week for High Point Athletics, with our teams bringing home more trophies and wins. This past weekend, the men's and women's basketball teams started their seasons with exhibition games. The women's team took on Barton College on Friday night, and the Panthers took the W, defeating Barton College 99-44. In the win, Lauren Bevis netted 27, and Bucky Ansola scored 15. High Point shot over 50% from the field. High Point was back in action against Virginia Tech and fell short in the matchup 94-55. The Panthers are back in action Saturday at home for a matchup against Lewis-McRae College at 2 p.m. in the Queen Arena. To the men's side now, High Point University men's basketball team opened up their season officially last night and dominated in their win. The Panthers took home the W with a final score of 105-51, which marks the first win in the new era under first-year head coach, Alan Huss. Let's check out some highlights. High Point's men's basketball is back in action this Saturday away at Woodford College. Women's volleyball continues their historic season after 2 more wins against Charleston Southern and Presbyterian College. High Point defeated both teams and captured the 2023 Big South regular season championship trophy, adding more hardware to their collection. This is the 6th time in 7 seasons that High Point University has been the regular season champions. The women's team also celebrated their 5 seniors that will be leaving after this season. Now to some highlights from the women's side. First set, High Point trailing 7-4. That's Christine Graff with the High Point kill. 13-10 now, High Point still trailing. That's Dylan Mayberry with authority. Overpass there, but hold up. This one's blocked at the net by Wilson and Shelton. A beautiful block there. High Point leads 22-15. That's Kennedy Louiselle with the ace. Final set now, High Point leads 2-0. That's Eve Wilson with the kill. Now for Presbyterian College. Heads up, that's Dylan Mayberry from the back row with the kill. Third set now, tied at 1. Dylan Mayberry with the block. 20-10, High Point leaves. That's blocked at the net by Wilson and Shelton, but kept up by Presbyterian. They send the free ball over. Regina Tejada sets up Shelton for the kill. That's Kia Willock. She puts the finishing touches on a great weekend for High Point. For the second week in a row, freshman Eve Wilson won Player of the Week, and libero Jordan Schilling won Big South Libero of the Week. The women's team is back in action against Radford on Friday. The High Point University cross-country team is lacing up their cleats as they prepare to race at the NCAA Southeast Regionals. The race will take place on Friday.
The pressure, go ahead and let it fall on me. I'm destined for it all, you better call on me. They say what doesn't kill you make you stronger. All that pain, it done made me to a monster. They say what doesn't kill you.
Time now for men's and women's soccer. The women's soccer team's season came to an end this past week after a loss to number 2 ranked USC Upstate in a scrappy 2-0 game. Alexa DeFerno and Fane Bouchette were named to the Big South Conference All-Tournament team. This was announced after the Big South Championship, where Radford defeated USC Upstate 2-1 to claim back-to-back titles. To the men's side now, High Point won a close matchup against Gardner-Webb University on Sunday to secure their spot at this year's Big South Championship.
Great shot inside. Abril's got it. Alex Abril with 24 seconds on the clock in the first period of overtime. The High Point Panthers with an
The regular season champs had 4 players named to the Big South first team, as Jefferson Amaya, Seth Antwin, Finn McRobb, and Carson Kendall were honored, while Josh Carton and Kaya Ignato were named to the Big South second team. Alex Abril and Tony Pineda garnered Big South honorable mention accolades. The all-freshman team included Anthony Ramirez and Karn. Meanwhile, Noah Holmes was named to the all-academic team. The Panthers play this Sunday at home at 7 p.m. versus UNC Asheville for the Big South title and an automatic bid into this year's NCAA tournament. That will do it for this week's sports update. I'm Jake Vesey. Now over to Adriana Myers with your entertainment update. Adriana?
Thanks, Jake. Here with your entertainment update, I'm Adriana Myers. Travis Kelce became the Kansas City Chiefs' all-time leading receiver after helping his team triumph over the Miami Dolphins and Taylor Swift is all for it. Fans were quick to notice her subtle support on an Instagram post relating to Kelsey's new feat. The couple's buzzing romance has also brought attention to Kelsey's trendy fashion choices. With the dissection of his recent outfits from top to bottom, it should come as no surprise that the NFL Superstars brand True Colors has an upcoming merchandise collaboration with the Kansas City Chiefs. On a different topic, former Bachelor host Chris Harrison and his producer Lauren Zima tied the knot twice. First, an intimate rose ceremony in Napa Valley on October 14th, followed by a blowout bash at a ranch in Austin, Texas on November 4th. Familiar faces from Bachelor Nation filled the venue as they got to reminisce. They say everything's bigger in Texas, and that's what we're leaning into, says Harrison. To close tonight's update, former child actor Evan Ellingson, best known for his appearance in My Sister's Keeper and recurring role on CSI Miami, was found dead in his bedroom on Sunday. He was only 35 years old. The cause of death remains unknown, but the former star's father told reporters that his son died in a sober living home. That's all I have for this week's entertainment update. I'm Adriana Myers. Now back to the desk.
That does it for our broadcast this evening. Thanks for watching. Join us next Tuesday, same time, same place, where Jake VC sits down with our Chief of Police and Campus Security, Deborah Duncan, for an exclusive interview. For HPU All Access, I'm Cassandra Kreisnick.
And I'm Alexa Beck. Have a great week, High Point.